So hello guys, how are you doing? My name is Alkana and I hope you're well. And sorry for a big blow that we had this week of the death of former Prime Minister and ODM party leader, founder Raila Odinga. Let me begin with this joke that I don't know what was happening, because I feel like Raila did not want me to see him, because yesterday I wanted to see him, but chaos erupted at the Moi Sports Center, Kasarani. All right? And then today I was there. I went early. I went and waited patiently to see the body. And then just when I was about to get to the place where the coffin is, one policeman told me, no, you don't need to struggle. You see, these are two lines, guys. So you can join this one or join the other one. And I was like, okay, let me join this one, because this is the one that I was following, the line on my right was the line that was going behind the coffin. Because I didn't even think about that. Yeah. So I found myself behind the coffin. So there's a line that goes behind the coffin, and then you get to see the body from the other side. But the only thing you can see from the other side after, going behind the coffin is the head. But the people who use the front are able to see the body and the head and everything. So I did not see what I wanted to see. Yeah. Remember, this is a man that I loved so much.
The Kenyan dream in our national anthem. You'll find it in several stanzas of our national anthem. The first one, which says, Lord, bless this land of ours. Justice be our shield and defender. May we dwell in liberty, in peace and liberty. And plenty be found within our borders. That meant that first, they want us to live in peace. And peace is just not the absence of war. Peace means that somebody has also got food to eat. And they say that unity, people should be united without any discrimination, on the basis of gender, on the basis of tribe, on the basis of religion, and of the basis of culture. This is what our founding fathers wanted.
Yeah, the confidence, the courage, the fear that he did not have. Yeah, the life he lived fearlessly, without the fear of the bullet, the fear of, life. He had one mission. And that one mission was democracy, to bring democracy to this nation. Anyway, rest well, Baba Raila Odinga. I want to tell you a story of what happened in Kericho in 2007. And allow me to say this, because this is important about this story. Yeah. So I'm going to connect two stories to bring my message home. Remember, I'm talking about the picture that I hung on my zipper, on the zipper of my jumper or hoodie, that saved the day. I don't want to say saved my life, because God saved my life, but God had to use somebody or something. That's how he works. Yeah, when he wanted to deliver the children of Israel from Egypt, he sent Moses. Yeah? But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about that picture. But let me give you a background story of where I was. I was living in Kericho. My parents worked in the tea farms of Kericho. And that was life. That is how they earned their salary, and that is how we lived. I was raised in poverty in Kericho. So how that works is that the Kalenjins of Kericho have these big farms, big tea farms. And what they require are people to work in the tea farms. Those are very big farms, acres and acres of land. So my parents worked in the tea farms. By the way, I started working with my parents when I was in primary 6. That was 1998. I was 11 years, 87, I was 11 years. I think you need to clap for me. Yeah. Or better still, you can subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, boy.
And such was life. So I lived with my parents until around the time when I was 14, 15 years, when I joined high school. And I went to study in Molo. So that is how the system worked. The Kalenjins had farms where they employed people from Mumias, people from Malaba, people from Kakamega, Kisii, Migori, Siaya, all sorts of people worked in the tea farms of Kericho. The Maragolis and the Bukusus and the Kisiis of North Mugirango and South Mugirango, name them. They were all there because they were poor. Those people who wanted to earn money and knew that they couldn't do that by staying in upcountry, they went to Kericho to work and other places. So my parents worked in Kericho and we lived in Tagabi estate of Kericho. Tagabi estate. It's a sad story. So during the 2007 elections, I don't know what happened because the conflict, the war, began very early, even before the elections were announced. I think 4 days before the elections were announced. And what was happening is that Raila Odinga was running for president and William Ruto was going to be the vice president. How do we call it? The running mate. Yeah, William Ruto was the running mate of Raila Odinga. So what was happening is that the Kalenjins were only sparing the people because they began the war earlier before the elections were announced, as I said. So they were in conflict with people who were supporting Mwai Kibaki. And funny enough, when, to cut the long story short, when later on the elections were announced, the Kisiis started celebrating Kibaki's win. Yeah? And that even instigated violence. Yeah? I remember there was a Kikuyu who was living in Kericho. That time, we had a big shop, a supermarket-like shop. And his shop was brought down. I don't know whether he survived because he was badly injured. Yeah, I can't remember whether he survived. And such was life at that particular time. So the Kalenjins kept coming to the estates, trying to look for people who are, supporting Mwai Kibaki so they can deal with them accordingly. And I remember some people came to my mother and asked my mother to give them her boys. And our boys were myself and my younger brother. So we went fighting against the Kalenjins the next day. And remember, they are coming at night, scaring people, beating people, chasing people out of their houses, and people could run to the forest that was, in front of the houses. There was a forest, a blue gum trees forest that was in front of the houses, like 100 meters away from the houses. So people ran to that forest, and then when the Kalenjins went back to their homes, those people ran to the forest, could come back. But the thing is that they stole properties that belonged to the people who were working in their tea highlands. And this is how the system works as well. The people who worked in the tea farms, there were stores, maize stores, where they could go and get maize, beans, and there was even a butchery where we could get, meat. And all these things you're given at, on credit. But those Calais, the people that employed my mother and other people, they knew the game, because they were the ones bringing the maize from their farms. So they bring maize and beans, and they have butcheries from their animals. And then when you took things on credit, like meat and the maize and beans, you could be, deducted from your salary at the end of the month. What a system. That these people know that the people that we are employing here have nowhere to get maize, have nowhere to get beans, Of course, you could go to your upcountry and get maize, but for how long will that last? So they had that system, and I really salute them. So I think that is one of the things that made them to come, very angry and ready to deal with the people who are not supporting William Ruto and Raila Odinga, but were supporting Mwai Kibaki, the man who later on would swear himself in at State House, against the rule that the president is to be sworn in a public place. And then he swore himself. Anyway, that is what happened. But what I'm saying here is that during that time, when war, was happening, conflict arising, the Kalenjins coming to the estates, the T Highlands estates. An estate is where there were many houses where people lived, coming to the houses of the workers and beating them. I don't want to say this one, but some people died. Some people died. And many people died. During that time, I knew, and I loved Raila Odinga so much. I knew these people are not going to spare me. These people are going to kill my mother, my sisters, me, my brother, and my younger sister who is now in college. These guys are going to destroy our family. So what I need to do is get a picture of Raila Odinga, and it was a picture like this. So I had that picture on my jumper, as I said, something like that. Then when the Kalenjins came and saw me with that picture, they spared my life. I don't want to say Raila Odinga saved my life, but what I want to say is that I loved Raila Odinga so much. From the time he got Moi out of power, and of course Moi was not running, but Moi had chosen Uhuru Kenyatta, but Raila made sure that former government of KANU is out. What a man. He's the same man that destroyed one-party system in Kenya. We had one party. KANU destroyed one-party system in Kenya and brought multi-party, where we later on could have now National Rainbow Coalition, NAC, that is. We had ODM and other parties coming, because of Raila Odinga and other people who are pro-democracy. The rule of the people, for the people, and by the people. So that is why I celebrate him today. I celebrate him because he was a man who knew his mission. Living for one reason. That is Raila Odinga. So I celebrate him, and I say thank you, Baba, for what you did for Kenya. Thank you for laying down your life so other people can live. Thank you for laying down your life so other people could come and enjoy the freedom of expression that we have today, the freedom of worship. Freedom to be a Kenyan. The freedom that came out of Raila Odinga and people like him. People who fought for this country. People like Jomo Kenyatta. People like Ronald Ngala, Tom Mboya. Having one mission to the bullet. Man, who does that? I see people trying to talk about Raila Odinga and destroying his name, that he's so famous that people even worship him. We are not worshiping him. We love him for who he is. He's a man that didn't care about anything else other than democracy and the rule of the people and the freedom to express yourself, freedom to live as a Kenyan. Yeah? Let us live in unity, peace and liberty. Plenty be found within our borders. Those are the words of Raila Odinga in Homa Bay. Remember the last holiday, which one was that? Madaraka Day. He said unity, peace and liberty. That those three things, that plenty will they be found in our borders. Let us live as one country. Let us live as one people. So thank you so much, Baba, and to your family, my condolences. The peace of God that surpasses the understanding of humankind, may that peace be upon your hearts now and forever. I'm speaking to Ida Odinga. I'm speaking to Rosemary Odinga. I'm speaking to Winnie Odinga. Rosemary, plus your two daughters that I saw today, and of course Fidel's children as well, and Winnie Odinga and Raila Jr. It's called Junior. Yeah, I don't know the name, I'm forgetting the name, but that is what I'm saying. The only son that remains. So I wish you comfort in this hard time, and I wish you peace of God to be with you now and forevermore. And to all Kenyans who are mourning, God bless you, God be with you. Until the next one, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
The path you started is the one we'll take, with unity shining, with love as our song. Your vision will guide us, we'll carry it on. Raila, your spirit remains through every struggle, through joy and pain. Raila, though you are gone, in hearts of the Kenyans, you're forever strong. Your spirit remains through every struggle, through joy and pain. Raila, though you are gone, in the hearts of the Kenyans, you're forever